Hey guys, Ultra here. Today I'm going to be showing off a build that I've been using to reign the divines and fund the rest of my shenanigans. To begin with, this is not budget friendly. This build will cost you quite a bit to get set up, but it pays off if you can find a friend to run with you and have some good clear. We're running a Ritualist rarity bot. Um, so let's go over the gear. Scepter, mana, presence area of effect, most important stats. In this case, I've got a little bit of extra attack lightning damage for my buddy, some more crit bonus, some life regen. You're going to want at least 2 Advarius gold rings with as high as rarity on them as possible. Um, I have another rarity ring here. It could be swapped out for another Advarius if I can get my resistances balanced by buying some more gear. We've got the Grapevine rope cuffs. This is absolutely a mandatory. They're fairly cheap, no big deal. In fact, I should probably try to get a better corruption on this, or corruption at all. This is what allows the enemies that get killed in your presence to count as your kills, so it gives the rarity bonus when your teammate kills the rares and stuff. You're going to need an Alpha Sal because of you need the presence radius as big as possible. Energy shield chest. Your only thing that matters here is high energy shield and as much resistances as possible. Um, that's the most important thing. You're going to need a 30-30 or as close to it as you could possibly get ingenuity, and preferably with 3 charm slots so you can run 3 gold charms. Amulet, another really expensive item. This is almost a perfect 70% rarity. It's one off. I've divined it quite a few times. I couldn't get any higher than this, and at this point, I was like, nope, not touching it again. Offhand is almost the exact same as your chest. You want as much energy shield as possible and as much resistance as possible. The spell damage roll on this one is actually pretty dead. It's on there, but it is what it is, right? I don't do any damage. I do no damage at all. Movement speed boots, higher the better. I could probably afford a better pair for the 35% movement speed to keep up with my carry. And also, I could get better rarity on these boots, but energy shield, movement speed, rarity, and resistances as needed. Alpha Sal, we already went. That's all the gear, flask, blah, 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 right? Now, we're going to take a look at our passive tree. You're a Ritualist Ascendancy. You're going to come up and get the extra charm slot, so you can use a 2 charm ingenuity if you need to. We're going to go over here. We're going to take Reduced Spirit as the downside. You're going to get an extra ring slot, and then you're going to boost that ring by another 25%. Now, let's take a look at the skill tree. This is super flexible. You can do it however you want. Key here is I do a lot of cursing for my teammates, so we got zone of control. Um, you want to spread out. You want to get as much energy shield. You want to take CI and energy shield, mana, and mana regen as you can possibly get. We did come down here and grab Eternal Youth so I can use my life flask to refill my energy shield. As you can see, we're sitting at about just about 8k energy shield, which is incredibly tanky. We also have Mind Over Matter and 1,300 mana, so we are very, very tanky and hard to kill. Another notes, Profane Commander, anything that gives more presence area of effect, right? More energy shield, more resistances. Now let's take a look at our jewels. We are running 3 Grand Spectrum jewels to help negate the downside of the Advarius rings. Our other jewels, you want energy shield, presence area of effect. Really, all you need is presence area of effect. Energy shield is just bonus. Don't go crazy on your jewels. They're not necessary. The only stat you really need is present area of effect. The Grand Spectrums are fairly cheap now. You'll need 3, I believe. I don't think you can put more than 3 in. I've tried. They wouldn't let me. It was annoying. We'll talk about it. So that's your grand spectrums, that's your passive tree. There'll be a max roll planner down in the description. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to attach footage of me and my buddy running a map so you can get a general idea of what each juiced map we're running looks like. To be clear, we're running super juiced map. We're talking, we won't run a map with this build and his carry lightning spear build unless the map has at least 50% quantity on it, and typically way more. So stick around for an example of the build in action and what kind of returns you can expect. Generally speaking, we see a divine orb at least every map. We pick up about 20 to 30 chaos orbs per map and a buttload of other stuff. It will be raining loot if you can get this set up and you've got a good clear friend that can clear maps efficiently with 2 people. It scales even higher the more party members you have. If you can run a full 6-man party, you've got the friends to do it, you will drop even more loot. You get a lot of quantity per player.
I'll not say no to that.
in the center.